Yes, scrum half Kevin Reid was given the honour of leading his team out to mark his 400th appearance for the Greens, but it didn't turn out to be a game he would want to remember. Melrose captain Scott White was an interested spectator. His team will take on Hawick in a vital local derby next Saturday. Things started off well with a couple of Craignish penalties, putting Hawick in front by 6 points to 0. Nish kicked another 2 before the break, but Ayr scored 2 tries, one of them converted to put the teams level at 12 all at the interval. Here's Florian Marin with his score in the corner. After the break, Ali Weir's clearance kick was charged down and Ayr were over the line for a third time, thanks to Ryan Holland. And it wasn't long before Ayr created a 3-1 overlap to run in their 4th try from Stuart McGorian. On the hour mark, Richard McCallum touched down, followed by Stuart Fennick, but the best of the 7 tries came from an individual effort from Fraser Climo. For Hawick, they got a consolation pushover try late on in the game from Matt Landels, converted by Craignish, but the day belonged to Ayr, and they're on course for a league and cup double.
With me is the Hawick coach, Deke Armstrong. Well, Deke, I know it's radio, but your face says it all.
It does, Stuart. I'm disappointed. We had a cracking first half, putting them under pressure, playing exactly how we wanted to play. In the second half, we let ourselves down badly. We set off them. They kind of changed their game plan a bit and fell off tackles, kicks charged down. Disappointed because they were there for the taking, the best team in the league, and we had a chance to beat them today. Yeah,
we did 12 all, as you mentioned. They seemed to change their game plan in the second half because we mentioned pre-match Fraser Climo was the man to watch out for, made them tick. You had him close down the first half, hence why they weren't in the game. But the second half, he seemed to have a lot more space. I mean, what do you put that down to?
I don't know. I mean, we targeted him because he's a good player, but under pressure, he's nothing flashy, and we did target him the first half, and we closed him down. But second half, I don't know why we suffer. I don't know if we got a bit tired, and maybe they tied us in a bit with their big forwards and tied our back row in, and we couldn't get to him as much, and he had a lot more time in the second half to run the show. So
yeah, I mean, obviously, the first 40 minutes, you always look at the 80, but the first 40-50 minutes, you're pleased with the grit, the determination, the tackles. I mean, they were putting their all in.
Oh, I mean, they gave 110% the first 50, but I'm being critical, but I thought the last half hour really, really disappointing. That's not us, and we've got 6 days to turn it around for Melrose next week.
I was going to say, I could see your head hanging down. I mean, they did find a lot of space. Was that down to lack of communication, or because you lost Graham Hogg, he changed things about a bit? Or
I don't know. I think we got, as I say, I think we were getting tied in a lot more the second half, and boys, we're not a big physical side, and we were getting caught in the ruck trying to stop them, and we were getting, where we were loose the first half, we were getting tied in, and I think I just found a bit more space, and you can't afford to fall off tackles against this big side like Ayr.
No, obviously you mentioned the big game. We're live here on Saturday again against Melrose. I mean, obviously you've lost today. Okay, it is the cup, you would have liked to have gone on, but at least it's not 4 points lost in the league.
I mean, at the end of the day, we said before it, although we were bothered about the game, it was more about looking for next week, getting through the game without any injuries. We didn't really want to get through the next round of the cup because it's another fixture. We're already going into April, so we're not too bothered without the cup, to be honest. Next week's again a cup final, like every game is from now on, a cup final. It's got to be hard, but I think we can pull it off still.
And of course you'll have the likes, I think we have Bruce McNeil back next week, and obviously I know Nicky Little's away, Scottish under-19 duty. You had obviously Nick Bateson from Jed Forest seconds today.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Nick for coming up. He helped us out and he did a good job today, and I'd thank him for turning out for us. I'm not sure the crack with Bruce. He's been in the Edinburgh set-up the past couple of weeks. We really need Bruce to play next week to give us a fighting chance, I think.
I mean, how are you going to approach it this week then at training for Melrose? It was interesting to see the Melrose skipper. I've seen him before. Scott White was here having a wee gander at you.
Scott's been on the phone. I used to work next to him and he's been giving me a lot of banter, so I think it's got to be hard work during the week. We need to get guys training. Unfortunately, the past couple of weeks with our injuries, we haven't had numbers training, and it's showing in games, but that's the way it is. And now we're carrying boys with injuries and things, and it's hard hard, but we just need to work hard during the week, get everything sorted. Hopefully on Saturday a big crowd will turn up, red hot atmosphere, Borders Derby, and everything to play for.
Yeah, have you got your position sorted out, Dick? Obviously, because you've had Ali Weir in at fly half. You know the position. Obviously, Rory Hutton, we all know he's away at the Sevens Rugby World Cup, and he is a big miss at 10.
Rory's it's a massive miss because he's pivotal to the way we play the game, and I feel ashamed for Ali because he's not had many games in the academy and thing, and he's getting flung into a pressure situation. And to be fair, I don't think the boy's ready yet, but what do you do? I mean, we don't want to go to the junior side and pull a guy in that's not been training all week. Ali's here week in, week out training, and he'd probably say he's not ready for it, but that's what we're going with, and that's the only option we've got just now. What we do next week, I don't know. We'll need to sit down and speak about it. So
yeah, I mean, it's certainly a big game. Would you say like next week is the 8-pointer for Hawick? Because if you lose that to Melrose, you really are in the mire.
It is an 8-pointer. Next week's a big game for me. If we win next week, I think it'll give us a springboard to stay up. If we get beat, well, it's got to be down to the wire, I think.